I already know this isn't a situation, but I just wanted to talk about a thing that happened recently in the Forsaken Discord. A person named Nugget4real, and who I'm assuming Watcher sent in some funny photos of a skin concept for the new killer Stalker into the Forsaken Discord. Now the photo they sent was not that big of a deal, as it was this. Now since the Forsaken community is the Forsaken community, of course some people would find it a bit inappropriate because the hockey stick is clearly being portrayed as something else that is not hockey stick. However, the thing that makes the thing not okay is when people in the Discord were calling this photo. And in Nugget's short on this, he also talks about how wildly inaccurate this is to the photo, and I completely agree with him. Calling a hockey stick on a funny rig that is not supposed to be a hockey stick adult content is absolutely wild. I cannot understand how people can call this adult content despite all of very inappropriate GIFs on Discord. And eventually Nugget and Watcher did the mature thing by just leaving the conversation fragments about this picture. And again in Nugget's vid he says that after 5 minutes he looked at what people were talking about 5 minutes after they left, and somehow people in the Discord were being racist, which is completely insane. And eventually a moderator had to step in just to stop the chat from being racist, which is just wild and not okay. Especially with the creator being soul-driven. Lovenkin is a good game, and some people make and say horrible thing in the fandom, and it becomes directly linked to the Forsaken community's reputation. This is just crazy. Some of this stuff makes people quit the game just because other people will hide behind the screen, act like a bunch of lunatics, and it breaks my heart sometimes. Something that makes this even crazier is how Watcher was for some reason banned for sending the photo in, and as I said, people were talking about racism and being racist. And we're not getting banned. This is wild, and things like this make other leave, too. Play other ASYM games. For context, a creator called JWJ who made great content, mainly review skins, and having an overall happy tone, literally doesn't do any Forsaken content whatsoever. Now all he does is die of death content, and he most during Forsaken's low player counts before the Azure update. Still, I do miss when he made videos, and his videos shaped how I and many others may have played the game. And I felt that after the Azure update, Forsaken's community might have toned it down because of the update, so they may be too busy playing the game and talking about it than talking about racism and calling things that are clearly a joke in SFW, which is still a wild accusation. Now spread the word of this and #FreeWatcher. Shooty out.